Hi there, Gemini, and welcome back to Star-Lord's Tarot. This is your tarot forecast for the week of September the 14th through to the 20th. I went ahead, shuffled the cards, laid them all out. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. First up, we have the Eight of Cups in the upright, followed then by the Eight of Swords reversed. And next we have Major Arcana, the Judgment in the upright, followed then by the Ace of Swords upright. And lastly, we have Major Arcana, the Lovers in the upright. All of your... No, they're not all upright. That one's reversed, but overall energy, we have the Bye Felicia card. This is the Eight of Cups in the upright position. This is a central energy here, Gemini. Some of you may be feeling a little bit like going on a vision quest this week. Perhaps there's something that feels like it's missing in your life. For some of you, if, say, for example, you're single and you have the love, the cups behind you represent all the love that you have coming from family, friends, neighbors, co-workers, whatever the situation is. You have all that love from people, but sometimes it's like, it's just not enough. Something is missing. And that's, if, like I said, if you're single and you know, are into having relationships, maybe that's what you're missing. Some of you are just saying, it's time to maybe go find a mate. So it could be for some of you, you're off looking for said mate. Others of you, this could be about, even if you are paired up with somebody or you're not even particularly looking for a relationship, this could be about just missing, something is missing on the emotional front. A lot of us get our emotional enjoyment from our careers, from our jobs, from work that we do. And sometimes, you know, maybe that you're doing a kind of a job or you're doing work that's just not feeling emotionally fulfilling or satisfying right now. It's just kind of feeling ho-hum. And you're off to search for something that's going to make you feel a little bit more, you know, emotionally fulfilled. Others of you, this could be about a hobby. Maybe there's a hobby that you used to do or something you used to do and you used to really get a kick out of it. And perhaps that's been void or missing in your life. And some of you could just be off looking for that, looking for something fun to do. Geminis love fun, and maybe you're just looking for something fun. And coming right at the beginning of the week, we do have the Eight of Swords here in the reverse position. Number 8 could be significant for some of you because there's two eights here. I don't know why I felt like that was it was something that I need to say. So it's for somebody out there. The number 8 is significant. The Eight of Swords in the reverse position is that feeling of being released from something. Some of you could be, you know, walking away from a relationship too. You know, saying, I'm just kind of done with that. You know, maybe you were in this relationship for 8 years or 8 months or something like that. And you're just like, nah, I don't want to do that anymore. It made me feel trapped and I don't want to feel trapped anymore. Others of you, this is about your own thoughts making you feel trapped in a situation. Some of you could have been feeling trapped in, if it was not a relationship, maybe you were feeling trapped in your job. And you could have been just wanting to be released. Again, maybe there's just not enough emotional fulfillment there. So you just feel like you wanted to be released from it. For others of you, it could have been anything from a friendship to a family situation, whatever the situation is. But the good news is, coming right at the beginning of the week, you are being released from that. Whether it's your own head. See, the Eight of Swords in the upright position can sometimes point where we put ourselves in a mental prison because we keep ruminating over and over again in our head. And sometimes this can be other people piping in, throwing in their 2 cents. They're not making matters better. They're making it worse because they're constantly adding to the already ruminating thoughts you have. When the card is reversed, this is releasing it, realizing I don't need to be trapped in my own head anymore. I don't need to be listening to these people. I'm free. I can just move on. And the next card up here is Major Arcana, the Judgment in the upright. The Judgment card can point to a need to make a judgment call on something here, Gemini. Maybe something from the past resurfaces again. For some of you, this could be an old relationship that comes back you know, something you thought was done and dusted, it comes back on the table again. So it could be a relationship for some. For others of you, maybe this was an old job or a career that you once did that is back, like It could be something you remember, you're searching for something, right? So maybe this is what you find. You find a relationship or a person or a situation from the past. It comes back again. So this is you to, even for some of you, it could be something as simple as a hobby. Maybe a hobby you used to do, it's on the table again. It's like, whoa, I can go out and do this again. But we don't always want what's being offered, especially if it's something from the past returning, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job or a career or something. It's like, oh, that's cool. I used to have a good time at that job or when I did that particular thing. But do I still want it? Is it still going to give me that same oomph, that same spark again, right? So this is why we need to make that judgment call. So it could be the case for some of you. You need to decide what you're going to do in the early part of the week, whether you're going to, accept this back or to just say, thanks, but no thanks. Others of you, it could be a huge spiritual awakening for some of you. Maybe there's something that happens that brings you to that really, aha, enlightened moment. Now, moving on towards the weekend, we do have the Ace of Swords here in the upright position, also known as the Sword of Victory. This is a beautiful energy, new beginnings. I always like the aces and the Fool and all the cards that represent new beginnings, because it's like we get to start again from scratch. This with the Ace of Swords could be representative of a brand new idea that comes to you out of the anti-cosmos. It could be an aha moment where you just figure it out. You're like, oh yes, I can totally see what I need to do now going forward. It could be a moment of clarity for some of you, especially if this isn't a spiritual awakening. This could be a moment of clarity. This could be a representative of a new way of communicating. Maybe a new way of communicating your thoughts, a new way of communicating to a certain person, a new way of communicating in general. This could be like really serious clarity for some of you too. If something was unclear in a situation, you could have clarity of thought. You could have maybe some clarity is brought to you by someone else. There is someone on the way in the background of this card, right? There is a horse and a character here coming towards. So it could be news or information that comes to you that enlightens you, helps you to see the light about something, and it could be brought by someone else. And maybe someone from the past, because we do have that judgment card. Or maybe something from the past resurfaces and you're able to look at it from a different perspective and you gain new clarity on it. Could be the case for some. And the last card up is the Gemini card here. You're coming up in your own reading in the upright. Good for you, Gemini. At least at the end of the week, you're on the right track. The Gemini card here, the Lovers in the upright position, this points to making a choice or a decision. Now, Gemini, you could have to make a major, colossal decision. It could be for some of you. It is major arcana. We do have other major arcana here. Could be a big, big choice, a big decision for some of you. For others of you, it could just be, hey, there's an opportunity here. Maybe there's someone from the past resurfaces and you have the chance to maybe partner up with them. Could be a business partner. Could be a relationship partner. Again, I hate to leave you with a cliffhanger at the very end of the week, but there's a big decision, a big choice that you need to make. And it's about time, Gemini, because you are on the lookout for something, right? You're looking for something and it looks like something does cross your path this week. And at the end of the week, you have to make a choice, a decision. Could be between two people. It could be about, we can always choose to love. We can choose not to love. We can choose to do whatever we like because we do have free will after all. So that is your reading. I hope it helped you. If it did, please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.